champions, champions of Europe finally. History made in Istanbul. The treble complete.
History makers. For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hey up, Blues, how are we doing? Bit of Champions League, Champione football tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I know we've been a bit down lately, looking to stop the rot. Right now, 2 defeats in a row, and we haven't lost 3 in a row since 2018 with Pep Guardiola at the helm. And Manchester City could do it tonight because it ain't going to be easy. I'm telling you right now, this Sporting Lisbon side are going to take us to the wire, I think. I think they're going to give us a really good game, you know, and if we do not hit the heights that we know we can, we're in trouble tonight because we could be looking at 3 defeats in a row, but if we just play our best football, we batter them. We should be beating Sporting Lisbon. The team news is pretty interesting. I'll get onto that shortly. But I'm excited. I wasn't that excited when I woke up, but as the day's gone on, you know, it's just manifested in my brain a little bit. And it's turned into a little bit of excitement because I feel like this could be a real statement game for Manchester City now. I'm looking forward to seeing Victor Gyökeres versus Erling Haaland as well because, yeah, those two are absolute beasts in front of goal. I will be keeping an eye on the Liverpool game as well. I'm curious to see how they handle Bayer Leverkusen, who haven't quite hit the heights that they did last season, Bayer Leverkusen. But I think it's going to be a really interesting game for Liverpool as well. So I'm going to keep one eye on that. Half an eye, not even one eye, half an eye. Obviously, the focus is going to be on Manchester City, but I will be glancing at that. Everyone in the chat, welcome. Welcome to Typical City. Thank you very much for joining. Good to see you all. Hope you're all doing wonderfully well. Professor is in nice and early. Fight till the end. Good to see you, mate. Mardy, stressing out already, mate. Already. Good to see you. Mailing, good to see you as well. Ritesh, Church, let me guess. 2-1? You been 6-0. 6-0. The usual from Church. Good to see you, mate. Eliana, D. Harsher. Hello, Johnny. Last match performance pissed me. But as you always say, survive until Christmas. Then Santa Pep will bring the gifts for us. Yeah. Santa Pep. Can you imagine him coming down your chimney? I'd be like, hey, mate, what are you doing here, mate? Get the fuck out. Like, who the fuck are you doing? You fucking weirdo. Anyway, Class became a member while waiting, so big up to Class. Thank you very much for your support. You've become a Typical City legend as well, so that is hugely appreciated, my friend. Really, really appreciate that. Phil's joining you with the old 6-0 Church, so can you imagine if it's today? Today would be a good day to do it, you know. It really would, like, that would officially stop the rot. And it would send a statement, that would as well. Arsenal playing tomorrow. There are some United fans here as well, actually. What are you saying, mate? Amorim, the most handsome Premier League manager, will embarrass your club. Haven't you got a game on Thursday to worry about? You know, I'd be more worried about the games you've got left with Van Nistelrooy at the helm, because while Amorim's coming, I'm going to be honest with you, Blues, you might not like this. I think Amorim's a great appointment for Manchester United. I really believe that. I think he's a very good manager. But he ain't no Pep. That's the ultimate. You know, I got laughed at for talking about the next Pep with one of my videos discussing the likes of Ruben Amorim and comparing him to other managers. And yeah, he's a fantastic manager. But that's the point. Read the thumbnail. Is he the next Pep? Still Pep. You know, he ain't no Pep. You know what I mean? That Pep. That's the word. That's the key word there. Pep. And who's he manager of? Oh, little old City. Little old Manchester City. So while he's here, we are laughing as Manchester City fans at any manager Manchester United appoint. It doesn't strike fear in my heart while Pep Guardiola's there. Maybe when Pep goes, that's when City fans need to start worrying a little bit. But until that day, I'm not worried about Manchester United in the slightest, because I mean, you talk about the what he's going to bring. He's got his work cut out for him. You know, he signed a 2-year contract. 2 years, mate. You double that, mate. You need to double that to even get close to Manchester City, to even take us into a title race. You're 4 years at least away from fixing the problems at that swamp you call Old Trafford. So, anyway, good to see you, mate. Hope you're good. Jan, good to see you as well. section. And always you two, absolute legends, you both of you. Xander, good to see you as well. Rowan, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Jeff was in here. I just saw that pop up a second ago. More stressed about the election than the game, but hopefully both results go the right way today. Hope all is well with everyone. Goal for Pusey. I'm going to say it right tonight. I'm going to do my best to say it right. I'm going to try and avoid saying Simpson Pussy, because, I mean, he's a Manchester City player, and we need to show it. Well, it's just a bit of a laugh, innit? But I don't want him to be known as the player that's just called Pussy. Imagine if he stays with us for 10 years, and we're then forever calling one of our players Pussy for 10 years. Do you know what I mean? Let's keep it like Simpson Pusey. Let's nip that in the bud. Let's nip that in the pussy right now. But come on, City. What a game this is going to be. I think this is going to be a really exciting game as well, because I think Sporting Lisbon are going to take it to us. You know, I think they're going to come out. They play a high line. And I think that's exciting for Manchester City. Getting Erling Haaland into a bit of space. Could we see Erling Haaland with acres of grass to run into? When's the last time we saw that? Probably in his West Ham debut. You know, like 2.5 years ago. I think that was the last time I genuinely saw Luton away. I remember it. He had a load of space in that game because Luton played a high line. They're the only really two sides in my memory, at least, that have genuinely come out of their defensive shape and played like they normally play, in fairness to them. But doing it against City, some people would call it ludicrous and crazy defending. I find it noble. The two teams I've just mentioned, West Ham and Luton, got their arses handed to them because they did that. Will Sporting, though, because they've got a threat going the other way. And in fact, Bournemouth didn't quite come out in terms of like defensively come out. They attacked. The midfield was a halfway press, pretty much. It was a pretty strong press from Bournemouth, but they defensively, they didn't come out. You know, they weren't leaving gaps in behind, which is something I'm hoping Sporting do today. You can piss off, whatever the hell that is. A bit of a notification. But yeah, good to see you, Jeff, as well. I appreciate the super chat. You're an absolute legend. Imagine the songs that City fans could come up with for Simpson Pusey, though. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. My mind's whirring now. I've got a mate who's very lyrically able. I'll ask him to come up with a pussy song. That's like his dream job. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, you might meet him one day. I reckon you might meet him one day. Izan, good to see you, mate. Hope you're good. Citizen for life as well. Ikea, Mango, good to see you. Hope Foden gets back on form. Absolutely, yeah, he's one. I'm surprised Bernardo Silva's playing. Right, team news quickly because the players are coming out right now. By the way, Sporting's kit, bit of a, yeah. Not a fan. Where's the white? There's too much black on the shoulders and all around the back. It's like I miss the white and green. Like that's Sporting Lisbon. There's like hardly any white. I'm not a fan of that kit. That's all. Anyway, team news. That was it. That's what I was going to do. Edison in goal. Simpson Pusey, Akanji, Gvardiol, Lewis, Kovacic is probably sitting in front of those three at the back. Where's Simpson Pusey going to play, by the way? Because he did play centrally when he came on against Spurs. Is Akanji going to be on the right? I've put Simpson Pusey on the right of the back three. He could play as a middle. That's a little bit of an indication of versatility because I think that the out-and-out central centre-back tends to be the least versatile, the Ruben Diaz, basically. Do you know what I mean? The one who needs to be the least competent on the ball. Whereas the two outside centre-backs tend to come forward a little bit more. They venture forward a little bit. So yeah, Lewis and Kovacic in front of them. Savinho comes back after spending the whole game against Bournemouth on the bench. Foden and Bernardo Silva in the middle. And I'm imagining Mateus Nunes, former Sporting Lisbon player, could he come back to haunt them? I would like to see Mateus Nunes bag a goal, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I would not be surprised in the slightest if he does. And Erling Haaland up top, of course. Sporting Lisbon team news. I got 10 out of 11 right in my preview. Israel in goal, Debast, Diomande, Inacio, as the back three. Giovanni Quenda, right wing. Hoylemand, I got bollocked by a Dane. If you're in the chat, I apologise again because I've definitely got that wrong again. There was a Danish person who said I absolutely butchered the pronunciation of Hoylemand. Hoylemand, I'm sorry if I've got it wrong again. Morita, Araujo is the player that I thought it could have been Catamo playing on the left, but it's Araujo. Trincao, Victor Gyökeres, and Gonçalves are the front three, which is exciting. It's an exciting team to go up against. A very underrated team that I think there's a little bit of an underappreciation from the UK for what Sporting Lisbon are actually doing over there with Amorim at the helm and Hugo Viana. So their side, speaking of being butchered, their innards as a football club, the innards of Sporting Lisbon have been butchered in the last couple of weeks, haven't they? With Amorim going to United, Hugo Viana going to City. I feel for them because they've clearly built a very, very strong, stable, winning machine that's usurped the likes of Porto and Benfica, who were the two powerhouses above them, certainly in the last decade or two. And they've been usurped. They've had their crowns taken off them by Sporting Lisbon. And now will they go back to being the third best side in Portugal? We'll have to wait and see. But tonight we are facing them. Ruben Amorim's last home game. There's a big, what's the word? What's that thing called? Tifo, that's it. A big Tifo being hung up on the stand opposite the dugout. I don't know what it says. It looks like it's Portuguese, but I wouldn't be surprised if it says thank you, Amorim, for what he's done. So they're going to want to send him off. He's going to want to send off the fans with a nice home. This isn't their last game. This is their second to last game because he's got one more game away to Braga, but this is their last home game. So with the home fans of Sporting Lisbon, it's going to be an intense cauldron of noise that Manchester City players are going to have to deal with. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we can do. Look at that. It's kicking off already in terms of the pyrotechnics within the crowd. It's all like smoky. But yeah, what a game this promises to be. There he is. Call it there. Is that you? Am I the one who... You the what you are, aren't you, Milos? Just call him Wheelman, lads. Right, okay. Call him Wheelman. Why? Why is he called Wheelman? But good to see you, Clara, as well. And you, Mark. And Ryan. Good to see you, Ryan. Yeah, I'm hoping so, mate. I'm hoping. That would be nice. That would be nice. Because Phil Foden was... I think I've seen mixed opinions on Phil Foden, actually, following the Bournemouth game. I thought he had a stinker. I don't think he played well at all. I don't think... There was moments, there were glimpses. Having watched the game back the following morning, there were glimpses, but I was still a bit concerned about just the mobility of him and just the ability to sprint, some of his touches, simple passes. Anyway, that's been and gone. That game's finished. So let's talk about Phil Foden in this game and see what he can do. Because it's about time we saw the best of Phil Foden because we need him, man. We desperately need Phil Foden. If we're going to challenge on the two fronts we realistically want to. The FA Cup's a bit of a luxury to me. I treat it as a bonus cup. We may be going all in for the FA Cup if we fall apart in the other two, but right now I want to be focusing on Champions League and Premier League football. And if we want to win both of those, we won't do it with a badly performing Phil Foden. Game is underway. Back with Ederson immediately. Bernardo Silva to get the game underway. Looking forward to this. Come on, City. Get your predictions in as well. What are you going for? Because I went 3-1. The safe bet. I can't promise you anything, mate. I cannot promise you that, unfortunately. It's just, it's in my vocabulary. Unfortunately, I'm a bit of a swearer, especially when City are losing. And it's a corner ball. Foden to take it again. Set piece. Man, brilliant start. Oh, nearly right on the money. That was Akanji there with an opportunity. He holds his hands to his head because he thinks he should have done better. Rico Lewis was the last man there clearing it, and he smacks it against Gonçalves. Josep Guardiola. Sorry, mate. I apologise. I can't help but swear. Sorry. Clara appreciates it. Yeah. But, yeah, Nunes, is he going to score against his former club? In fact, I did a little bit of homework before this stream, about 2 minutes before this stream, in fact, to find out who's played. Get in the chat. First one to get it all right in the chat gets my respect. I've got nothing to give you other than my respect. So, first one to get this, all players with, and please don't Google, be honest, Name how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Name all 5 players that have played for both Sporting Lisbon and Manchester City. Go, 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 go. Anyway, it's been a good start from City. We're on the front foot pretty early. Here's one of the 5. So I've made it easier for you. Obviously, you all know Matheus Nunes. Some of them are surprising. Blasts from the past a little bit. Blasts from the past. But, yeah, it's getting smoky as well. Those pyrotechnics of... So Simpson Pusey is playing right of the 3 centre-backs, by the way. It looks like a kanji. I've got it right. He is in the middle of the 3. Kovacic sitting in front of them. Rico Lewis being that strangely inverted position where he's not quite defensive midfielder. He's certainly not right back when we've got the ball. He's more of a hybrid 6-8, you know, but on the edge of a... sort of on the side as well. It's not quite central either. You know, it's a very unusual position for Rico Lewis, and I think he's done a fantastic job this season for someone who's a teenager learning that particular trade. You don't learn that until you meet Pep Guardiola. There's no footballing school in the world that teaches you that unless you get coached by Pep Guardiola. Here's Nunes with an opportunity, chopping and turn, dinks it in. Haaland's at the back post, and it was a good clearance there. Good clearance, tipping it away there by Diomande, just off the forehead of Erling Haaland, who was waiting behind him at the back post. But a good start from City, this. Looking a lot more crisp in our approach so far. But, yeah, minutes has got to be managed really well because the Brighton game is going to be a grim, grim game this Saturday. Come and join me for the watch-along as well. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new. If you're interested in becoming a member, the link is in the description below. Corner ball to City it is. Foden whips it. It's gone deep this time. Collected by Israel. Really good goalkeeping, in fact. It wasn't a great cross from Phil Foden, but it wasn't terrible, but commanding goalkeeping there from Israel, because he had a reasonable distance to go to get that. Morita's had his pocket picked, and Foden's in business here. It's got Nunes on the overlap. Foden with the shot. It's 1-0. Phil Foden's back in business. City are back. Foden's back. Let's go. Come on, 1-0. Here we go. 3 minutes in. What a fantastic start this has been for Manchester City. And we're firing on all cylinders once again. Let's go. Oh, don't you love it? Don't you love it? Phil Foden, mate. Buzzing. Buzzing for Foden. Fucking yes. That's like the perfect start. The one player you want to see getting off to a good start is Phil Foden. You know, it's absolute... love that shit. It's terrible from Morita. Getting caught on the ball. How long do you think you've got there, mate? That was shocking midfield play. But Phil, and the goalkeeper, in all honesty, I don't know what's gone on there, to be honest. Foden's kind of lucky to have got the goal. How's that gone in? As it took a deflection. Israel almost got out of the way. Let's have another look. Phil, what's he doing there? The goalkeeper jumps out of the way. A shocking bit of play from Sporting Lisbon all around. And... Ruben, what's the score? Ruben, what's the score? Ruben, what's the score? Ruben, what's the score? Fair play, mate. I love how it's Manchester United FC, like the official. You should have put a capital F and a C, though, then I would have been like, oh, the real Manchester United in my chat. Can you imagine? If the media guy for United was just chilling in my chat, saying Amorim out. The way that club is run, I wouldn't be surprised. I would be pretty surprised. But yeah, what a start! What a start! I'm going to leave that on for the whole game, mate. I hope you understand. So no one else's chat is going to end up on the screen, but. I'm going to leave Amorim out for the whole game. Oh, what a start this is. Oh, Liverpool are in. Ooh, fucking hell. What do you think about Xabi Alonso at Bayer Leverkusen? Because the start's not been that good for them. Oh, nice one, Isa. You're a legend. 1-0 City on the scoreboard, thanks to Isa. Hope you're doing good as well, and you, Captain Kringles. Bernardo Silva's in, lays it off to Foden. It's going to drop to Kovacic with space. Kovacic whips it deflected. Corner ball. City looking for a second in 7 minutes. And that's our third corner, isn't it? We're battering them at the minute. They look all over the place. Yeah, I feel sorry for Sporting Lisbon fans. I really do. Not because of this game, just because of the circumstances they're going through right now. Seeing the sporting director and the manager go ball in, corner. It's cleared by Diomande, but only to Savinho. He could do with a goal as well. I'd like to see him get some goals and assists to his name just to build that confidence, you know, because I think he's been playing really good. Mostly good. You know, there's been little moments where I've been shooting is the problem for me. I think his finishing has been awful. And he's just given the ball away, Savinho, and he's absolutely ballsed it, Savinho. Just as I was saying that, Victor Gyökeres all the way through, and he's ballsed it as well. Victor who? Victor who? I mean, talk about an absolutely shocking bit of decision-making from Savinho, down by this right wing. It was such a bad bit of play to give so under-hit to Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis is trying his best to win the ball back, and it's taken off him as well. No chance for Rico Lewis. It was a hospital pass by Savinho. What's he playing at down there, just as I was trying to praise him? Do you know what I mean? And then away goes Victor Gyökeres. He was in on goal within his own half. Had the full half to run through on goal. Chose to go for the chip. You know, went for a chip. And Ederson just stayed big. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Do you know what? It was an all right save. I think it was a bit of... It was strong mental goalkeeping. Lovely ball this time by Savinho. Laid into Erling Haaland, who whips it, and Israel makes a big save. Couldn't quite get it out into that corner, Erling Haaland, but it was a strong play. Good ball by Savinho. Really good pass, good vision. I think he nutmegged a Lisbon player in the process of doing that as well. And then Haaland uses his strength to let that ball run across his body, gets him in on goal. And when he tries to hit it, he tries to whip it into that far corner, but it's caught underneath him. Do you know what I mean? Victor Gyökeres that's a shocking effort there. Shocking effort. I mean, he was nowhere near the keeper and not near... close enough to the keeper to try the chip. Ederson's about 4 or 5 yards away from him. Sporting Lisbon coming forward again, though. Going to let that run out for a goal kick. But, yeah, real opportunity to make it 1-1. And that would have been a real sucker punch as well. A really disappointing goal to concede, that would have been. And Savinho would have been bloody lambasted by me. That really would have been. But, yeah, Gyökeres. The guy's on fire right now, and he's just sprinkled a little bit of water on that fire with that finish. 20 goals in 17 games this season isn't bad at all, is it? Some of them, of course, coming in the Champions League, don't forget. So, yeah, I wasn't impressed. He's 26. He's another example, another little bit of a Didier Drogba. Regulars on this channel will know I talk about Drogba quite a bit. Big fan of Didier Drogba. Because he was quite old when he was discovered, you know what I mean, to be like what we know as Didier Drogba. He was about 26, 27, wasn't he, when he made the move from Marseille. Victor Gyökeres, again, 26 years old, and only really now in the last year or two, since he was about 25, are we starting to talk about him. Spent time in England as well, at Coventry. No one was talking about him then, do you know what I mean? Whereas nowadays you normally see and hear these players when they're about 17. And you're like, I think this player's going to make it. So a lot of those players die down by the time they hit 24, 25. You think Dele Alli, for example, who had a tragic upbringing, by the way. That's awful. Savinho with a lovely touch. Oh, what a touch. Oh, it was a good bit of defending in the end there. But what a touch that was from Savinho. The spin on the ball was absolutely beautiful. So satisfying to watch that. Watch this touch. Look at that. Look at the spin on the ball. And then he knocks it past Inacio with a lovely touch and gets past him and then just couldn't quite lay it off for Mateus Nunes, who was waiting for a tap in there. It's a quality bit of skill from Savinho. Not quite saying he's made up for that mistake yet, because that was catastrophic, that mistake he made a few minutes ago to get Gyökeres in on goal. But that's he's well on his way to doing that. Keeps doing pieces of skill like that. Pretty good. Foden with the corner. He's gone deep this time. Keeper stayed on his line. It's gone over everybody. Goal kick. Yeah, that's disappointing. Nice one, Phil. Cheers. Yeah, it's looking better. Looking much, much better. Just shows how quick it changes, though, doesn't it? And I mean, what happened at Bournemouth? What happened? Because while I thought some of the attitudes against Spurs weren't great, in my opinion, but it was levels above the Bournemouth performance. I thought the Bournemouth performance properly dropped another level or two, compared to the Spurs game. And obviously we lost both of those, but in reality, I feel like either side of those two games, at the start of the season, I feel like we've been playing all right. We've been playing pretty good football, and you only need to look at the stats, goals, defensively a little bit leaky, and it's just the opportunities we're giving other sides. But, the actual number of goals going in against us isn't that alarming. It's not great. I'd love to see a couple more clean sheets, but it's not a catastrophic number of goals that are going in, like we're conceding 2 or 3 a game, Nothing like that. It's just the clarity of the chances that the opposition gets that bothers me more than anything. Like that one, like the Gyökeres one, in on goal from the halfway line. That's the bloody problem. But Núñez with a good bit of play there, driving across field, coming from left wing all the way over to the right. Here he is, and asking for the ball back off Savinho. Tried the similar sort of pass that he tried to find Haaland, didn't find him, but he has got the ball back now after Núñez didn't give it up on it. Foden gets it back to Kovacic. He's been pulling strings quite well in the last 13 minutes. Well, the whole game so far. City just look better. Really good ball. Foden into Savinho. Oh, he's nearly gone past. Oh, that was a good bit of play. Oh, a real opportunity. But that's good, strong defensive play there by Akanji, who was on the back of Gyökeres. Kovacic into Foden. Do you think Foden's playing a different role this season? I'm starting to see a little bit of right now, if you're watching exactly at the seconds I'm watching, he's very deep. He's coming collecting the ball a lot more. Are we seeing Pep trying to convert him into less of a 10, more of an 8? Because he's always been a 10/winger, hasn't he, at Manchester City? He's never really dropped into that 8 role where he's starting to collect it a little bit deeper. I wouldn't quite call it Kevin De Bruyne or more David Silva than anything. Still got the ability to go forward, and you're not going to see as many goals and assists from Bernardo Silva with a stupid back heel there. Tried a Cruyff turn, and Phil Foden gets back and wins the ball back. Brilliant, Phil Foden. Who is this Phil Foden that's turned up? And the lovely ball to Erling Haaland by Núñez. And Haaland, the right foot volley is just skewed. He had more time than that. I don't think he needed to take it as quick as that. He had Diamande closing him down, but brings it down with his left foot and then goes early with the right foot volley and just shanks it. It's not... Haaland, mate, you've got to hit the target there, man. It looked like... it's just like, fuck it, I'm just going to swing everything at this. Sloppy finish from Erling Haaland, but this game, the space he's been afforded so far, he's already had 2 sights of goal. You can't afford to be giving Erling Haaland 2 sights of goal in 15 minutes into a game and continue to play like that and expect to get away with it, because you're going to get punished eventually. This game could be a much higher... Bernardo Silva again. Ryan, I don't really have one, mate, to be honest. If I had to pick one, I don't know, Gyökeres going on one-on-one with Simpson Hughes. He does well there. Gyökeres wants a handball, though. Not sure he's going to get it. He was about a millimetre away from him. My Italian team, I don't really have any second team and ever. I've never really supported or liked any other club. The only club I've genuinely like that isn't City is Dortmund. I just find them quite respectable, and I'm a sucker for the underdog as well. That's why I became a City fan. Back in the day, we used to be the underdogs. But not anymore. Not anymore. If I had to pick, Ryan, probably Napoli, because they wear City. Because they wear blue. Lazio, yep, Lazio. I was a fan of them. Waking up Saturday morning and watching Soccer Italia at 7 in the morning, going downstairs, trying not to wake up my mum and dad, and turning on the TV terrestrial TV. There was no Sky in the house or anything. We only had 5 channels, and I think it was Channel 3. Or was it Channel 5? I think. Channel 5, I think it might have been. With Lazio! Edison's coming out. Clears it for a throw-in. Was it Channel 4, Scott? Yeah. Can't remember which channel it was. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? They're going through a bit of a spell right now. Do you know what I mean? They're going through a bit of a stinky period. Still 0-0 with Liverpool and Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think about Xabi Alonso right now? Because the hype around him was big, wasn't it, last season? Really big. And he still obviously looks like a very good manager. And what he achieved to go undefeated, I mean, when's that been done? When's the last time a team went in the Bundesliga and undefeated? Do you know what I mean? That's ridiculous. And winning the league. It's not it's offside, is it? No. Fucking hell, Akanji intercepts it, though. We're playing a high line. Sporting Lisbon are playing a high line. Yeah, this should be a very chance-filled match. I think there's going to be quite a few games. Fireworks going off. It's bonfire night, of course, isn't it? So, do you say happy bonfire night? What do you do in England? I don't really say happy bonfire night. Dean's you beat me to it. You beat me to it. Oh, that's a corker. What a corker from Dean. Oh, pulling one right out of the old holster there. Bang. Hope for some fireworks on bonfire night. Well, I see what you did. I see what you did, Dean. You connected the night that is tonight, which is bonfire night, and then you made an analogy linking it to fireworks and hoping that the team play like there are fireworks on the pitch. I see what you did. Love it. I can hear him now, actually. Going off. Big up, Dean. Kovacic. Yep. 100%. 100%. Scott. This is it. This is the season where I will really, really get a good idea of what he's all about. Bernardo Silva with a really sloppy pass to Akanji now. That didn't cause any damage, and it will go down as a completed pass because Akanji got on the end of it. But it was a bit casual. But Akanji was like, fucking hell, had to charge back 5 yards to go and get it, and he's the last man. You know, been a sloppy start from Bernardo Silva. He's the one player that in my preview that I said should not be starting. Not because he didn't play great against Bournemouth. I just feel like he's been a bit overused. He's like, he needs a rest. But, yeah. I'm not sure who we're going to go for now. After Pep Guardiola, I'm hoping we extend his contract by another 2 years. 1 year at least. To get him another year out of Pep would be lovely. 2 years would be, wow. Here's Nunes coming down the left. He's offside, though. Giovanni Quenda was going to see him off. Yeah, who do we go for after? The linesman stuck his flag up there. You should be waiting for VAR on that one and see if anything happens. What is the keeper doing, Israel? Oh, he nearly had his pocket picked there by Haaland. The replay just came back all of a sudden, and Israel's just there on his goal line doing like little Cruyff turns with Erling Haaland being worn as a backpack. Do you know what I mean? What is he doing? What is he doing here? Let's have a look at the replay. Terrible touch. Oh, fucking shocking. Got away with murder. Got away with murder. Oh, they're coming out tonight. They're all out tonight. Hopefully we will give United a good hammer him. Oh, they've given it away again. That's Savinho, has he kept it in? What are they doing at the back, Sporting Lisbon? I'm loving what I'm seeing here from Sporting Lisbon. It's so generous. So generous. And we haven't punished them. You know, it's still 1-0. But that was mental, what I've just saw then as well. Just like, they're giving it away in their own box now, you know. Marita for the goal was shocking. But the last couple of passages of play from their build-up play. I mean, can you imagine Onana and Maguire doing this? This is 2 years of players, more than 2 years. Like, how many years has he been at Sporting Lisbon? Way more than 2 years. Like 4 or 5 now, isn't it? He spent a long time there. And these players are well understanding of what's required of them in this position. Rico Lewis on the edge of the area gets it out to Savinho. Got time to take... Oh, and his shot's blocked. Corner ball. Savinho with the wrong decision. He should have shot when he didn't shoot, and then when he chose to shoot, he should have just passed it, because I think he had a player on the overlap. It might have been Foden. Can't remember who's on the overlap. It was Foden on the overlap. But he should have shot earlier if he's going to shoot, or pass it when he chose to shoot. So his decision-making from Savinho needs to improve. But we've seen some silky touches from him in the same breath. He's been mixed. Foden with the ball in. He's gone deep again over everybody. Gvardiol. And it's good block by Bernardo Silva. What's he doing, Bernardo? Having a bit of a stinker. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. I mean, they're going to need a whole new back line. And then what's the first thing that Pep did when he came to City? Thanks for the super chat, by the way, Jen. Really appreciate your support as always. What's the first thing Pep did? He sorted the defence out. First priority. Goalkeeper, Joe Hart. Sorry, mate, gotta go. Fullbacks, Gael Clichy, Bakary Sagna. Sorry, gotta go. Throw in a centre-back or two. Trial and error with a couple of players as well. Some of them failed. Some of them did really well. But ultimately, ball playing... Kovacic giving away. Ball sent down the line to Gyökeres. Akanji's on him. That's a good bit of defending by Akanji. Slowed him down. And then Gyökeres gives it to Gvardiol. Really good from Akanji, that. And he looks like he's got a difficult night, Victor Gyökeres. If Akanji keeps playing like this, he's pocketed him so far in this game. It's been, 22 minutes in, things could change, but he's done really well every time it's gone into a one-on-one situation. So you picture that back line of Manchester United. Onana, who is terrible with his feet. I don't think he's good with his feet at all. I think he's risky. He takes risks, and you're asking him to control the ball on the goal line, things like that. Savinho has been sent down the right wing, whips it across. Israel with another dodgy bit of goalkeeping. But could Savinho have cut that back? He's looking for Erling Haaland at the near post, and Israel tried to gather it into his chest, but comes off like his elbows or his forearm and goes out. Could have gone anywhere, that. He looks like a shaky goalkeeper. He really doesn't look like he's assured at all, but could Savinho have cut that back to Foden, who's holding his hands on his head? Because I think he was expecting him to cut it back, but Foden with corner number... What are we on now? Corner number 7? Near post. Cleared by Victor Gyökeres. Going to be another corner to Manchester City. Yeah, so I'm looking for who we're going to have at the back for United. Onana, Maguire, Jonny Evans, knocking it around. I mean, what's his face? Martinez. He ain't that good on the ball. He's just a lump of a centre. He's good centre-back. Ball in again. Israel with a much better bit of goalkeeping this time round. With a strong punch, but it's going to come back. City are dominant. City are very dominant. Savinho sort of took it in, two of them there. Savinho and Foden not communicating. Savinho cleared it when the ball really was intended for Foden. And Gyökeres coming the other way now. Akanji's got back into that situation again, and Bernardo Silva steps in and pokes it away, but it's not gone completely. Højlund out to... and it's gone back to Diamande. Morita. Højlund. The wheelman. Milos. Should be a good game, that. 1-1 already. It definitely looks like a good game. What are you feeling for Brighton? I mean, my feelings for Brighton very much depend on this game. If we carry on the form that we've been showing in the last the last week, then I am petrified of Brighton. But so far, 25 minutes in, I've been impressed by City. They've really, they've shown me that they're still in this, mentally still in this, and I'm happy with what I've seen. Good ball by Kovacic to Savinho. It was a well-timed run as well. Araujo ball in. Savinho, the ball in was, it was difficult for Haaland to get on the end of that because they got everyone back. Free kick to Sporting Lisbon as Højlund was trying to bring it away. Kovacic brought him down, but still in just on the edge of the Sporting Lisbon area. And this is where we've been our most dangerous, when they've had the ball, really, because they keep giving it us. It's been a shocking start, really. They've given it us again. Oh, Simpson, Pusey, what have you done? He's got away with it. I don't know what he was doing there. The boy had no one around him, and the ball was coming perfectly to his head, and he just went like that. And the ball kept going. He just completely missed it. Akanji mopped up behind him, thankfully. But yeah, what was he doing there? Proper thinking about the next move rather than concentrating on making sure your forehead connects with it. But we'll forgive him. What is he, 17? Is he 18? 17 years old, I think he is. Simpson Pusey, so he deserves a little bit of understanding. Phil Foden, brilliant run from Foden. He keeps going to the byline, and Diomande kicks it out for a throw-in. Have they made a change? Because their starting 11 that got announced is changed. Isn't that Reece playing number 2 for Sporting Lisbon? Did they make a change since the announcement? Have they had someone come off in the warm-up? Ball in from Foden from corner number 700. Haaland with the header. Cleared off the line by Victor Gyökeres. Can you believe it? Erling Haaland with the header and Gyökeres with the clearance off the line. The two goal-scoring sensations locking horns. One of them trying to score and the other one doing everything he can to prevent him from scoring. Oh. Didn't expect to see that today. Unbelievable. I need to see Bernardo Silva up his game, to be honest. He's not been involved that much, but when he has, it's been sloppy. So I'd love to see him. Last time he was here, scored 2, didn't he? One of them was an absolute thunder bastard. What a goal it was as well. It was off the bar, wasn't it? On the half volley as well. Did he meet with his side foot or with his laces? I can't remember. It was a long cross and he just met it towards the back post and he just belted it and it smacked the bar. How good is a bar and in goal? The most satisfying sight in football is a ball smashing off the bar, hitting the ground and then hitting the roof of the net, inside the net, of course. Going, Tony Yeboah. Tony bloody Yeboah. I mean, that's such a good goal. Yeah. It was a good goal by Bernardo Silva. Foden. Kovacic. Gvardiol's giving away. Intercepted this time. Trying to send Gyökeres away, but Akanji intercepts. They're looking to spring counter-attacks, actually. They've dropped quite deep, you know. I think they've been shook. They look shaken by the start that Manchester City have put onto the pitch here because their line's gone a lot deeper all of a sudden. They've got 5 at the back. They were a lot braver. 15 minutes ago, they were coming out, trying to knock it around at the back and getting caught out. Rico Lewis thought about the ball into Phil Foden, got lucky with a ricochet, got back to him. Now Kovacic has got it. Savinho goes down, he read it. Read it. Good bit of defending there. Savinho struggling a little bit there. Inacio with some strong defending. Well read. What the hell's that got to do with the price of cheese? Yeah, Haaland could have had 3, really, in this game so far. That volley, one-on-one, took it too soon and a bit rash with it. The one where he was fed by Savinho was a lovely ball by Savinho. That was good. It was difficult to set that out. He just couldn't get enough bend on it to send it away from Israel and then curve round into that far post. But Foden's away here down the left-hand side for Manchester City. First-time cross as well to Haaland on the volley, and it's saved by Israel. Haaland with a side foot volley, well found by Foden, who's having a fantastic half an hour of football so far. Phil Foden really has. Massive difference we're seeing in Phil Foden. Transformation of Phil Foden. But Kovacic doing really well there down in the right-back position. Wins the ball back really well. Fantastic defending by... that's a foul, referee. Savinho had his ankles clipped by Morita. Yeah, no, that was a good effort by Haaland. Fed by Phil Foden a couple of minutes ago, and he met it on the side volley, sort of lingering around the edge of the area. Foden went early with the cross, which I thought was a bit risky, but the momentum of the players, and that's what the benefit of an early cross is, really, because the defenders don't get to set themselves, and the second they get to set themselves, they're in a much more favourable, advantageous position to defend the cross. But when you're running back to your own goal to turn and clear it, it's so difficult. And the momentum of the Sporting Lisbon defenders took them towards the goal, and Haaland saw the cross, read it early, and got onto the end of it with his side foot and hit it on target as well. And Israel with a big right-hand save to prevent this game from being 2-0. And in all honesty, this should be 3-0 really to City already. Game should be over. We shouldn't be talking about this as a contest anymore. It should be over. Savinho's been very mixed. There's glimpses of real quality there, then really lets himself down as well. And he's got another opportunity here, one-on-one with Inacio. Just goes safely back to Simpson Pusey. Foden. Look how deep he is. Look how deep he is. This is not the new. This is a new Phil Foden we're seeing here. He's right next to Akanji. And maybe this is what we're seeing from Phil Foden. He's just coming to terms with it. Maybe we need to be a little bit more forgiving. A new hybrid role for Phil Foden. Think it. Look at that. He's spraying that ball out to Savinho. Beautiful ball by Phil Foden. But he's playing it from defensive midfield, that pass. Giving away. Nunes. He's got his back to goal, though. He's got to keep going his back to goal because Hoyleman's forcing him away. Good ball round the corner as well. Finds Kovacic in the pocket of space, and Kovacic's pass nearly makes it through to Rico Lewis, but he does poke it through to Savinho. Savinho with the shot, deflected, up in the air. What's he going to do? Oh, and he eventually brings it down. A couple of ricochets. Rico Lewis. Back to Foden. Ball into Bernardo Silva. Onto his right foot. Bernardo Silva going away from goal. He's going to keep... it's a goal kick. He didn't really make it... Yeah, it was too obvious what he was going to do there. He was clearly trying to go down the right of Diomande. He needed to chop back onto his left foot there. And once he was in the spider web of the defender, he'd caught him. He had hold of him. He's grabbing hold of him. He's quite aggressive there. But Diomande's got hold of him. Yeah, no, he dealt with it pretty well there. But yeah, well played Phil Foden so far after getting some pelters from me after Bournemouth. I was very, very critical of Phil Foden, but he is absolutely delivering. So yeah, I just wanted to check that De Baast didn't start. Rice starts for Sporting Lisbon. No, it's not De Baast. Inacio. It's Inacio. I apologise. It's not Inacio. So, Rice is left centre-back instead of Inacio. Gvardiol driving forward here. Foden. Yeah, I'm so much more happier than I was 35 minutes and 14 seconds ago. Oh, a little dink by Kovacic over the head of everybody. Haaland's been forced away from goal, but the idea was great by Kovacic. Just a little bit too much loft on it, a bit too much dink, you know. Needed to put a little bit, make it a little bit flatter. But the run was good. The idea was good from Kovacic. Lovely flick by Foden. Bernardo Silva drives it. Oh, just past the post by Bernardo Silva. Little smirk from Bernardo Silva. Little smirk from Phil Foden as well. When's the last time we've seen smiles from these players on a pitch? A real indication that these guys are playing with a bit of confidence. Happy. Oh, it's barely half a yard just past the right-hand post. I don't think we need goal line technology for Victor Gyökeres's clearance of Haaland. It was pretty obvious. I know, mate. It's done, though. It's done. We move. We've got to move, man. We can't keep talking about it. I know it was annoying, mate. It was crap. It was very frustrating to watch. I'm with you. But we can't be talking about it now. Like, do you know what I mean? We're 1-0 up against Sporting Lisbon. It's been a good half as well, really. Just that one stupid error gifting Gyökeres the opportunity to go forward. But and he's in. He's in again. Gyökeres is in. Closed down by Simpson Pusey. Gyökeres this time makes it 1-1. For fuck's sake. I was just saying how well we've been playing. We've restricted them to one opportunity. One that we gifted them by some stupid error. And then one pass. And we are split open. Simpson Pusey's holding his hands to his chest and saying, "Oh, I apologise." I mean, I want to see it back to actually start blaming a 17-year-old. But what the fuck, man? 1-1. How are they even in this game? This game should be about 5-0. We're going to batter them. We're going to fucking batter them. That's what we're going to do. I mean, 2 1-on-1s for a guy who's just... It's lucky, to be honest. He kicks it into the floor. It looks like he tried to dink it over Edison, but he skewed it. He boots it into the floor, and it's sort of like boom, like ricochets off the ground, and that sends it over Edison. I thought it was a great finish. It looked a bit fortunate, if anything. I mean, he didn't mean where it ended up. Anyway, 1-1. Fucking bollocks. There's your swearing. Apologies. I'm not going to... Sorry, I'm sorry to myself for just apologising. I can't apologise for swearing. I'm sorry. I did it again. I'm sorry. Kovacic. Fucking 1-1. Going out. Oh. Gutted, mate. Should be 4-5-0. Chance after chance. Good football as well. Really good football. Foden's been pulling strings. Nunes has been lively. Savinho's been lively. He's produced some mistakes, Savinho, but he's been lively. Kovacic has been solid, pretty crisp with his passing. Could ask for a little bit more from Bernardo Silva, but the last 10 minutes he's popped up with a few chances. You know, he's done much better than the first 15 minutes. He's looked better. Akanji's been solid every time it's been in a one-on-one situation, but I need to see I was too busy moaning. I haven't properly focused on what actually happened and how they were able to just pass through us. It was a big gaping hole down the inside right channel of Manchester City's defence. Again, talking about 50 yards of grass for him to run into. Nunes gets it to Phil Foden onto his left foot. Foden drives towards the byline, chops it back, lays it all the way back to Nunes. Is he going to keep it in? Yes, he is. Gvardiol now. Sloppy touch from Gvardiol. And it's 3-on-2. Sporting Lisbon are in. Gyökeres is through on goal. No, he's not because he's offside, but he gets it to Trincao. Gonçalves, sorry, actually. Trincao gets it back and he smashes it over the bar. Just one sloppy touch. This football, Pep Guardiola now has us playing and has had us playing for 2 years now, means we cannot make mistakes. This is we have to be immune to mistakes. We cannot make them. Gvardiol with a mistake like that, Sporting Lisbon are in. Savinho with a mistake down here. We're nearly on the edge of their area. Nunes with a shot, saved by Israel. Another save that's keeping them in the game. Jeff, you're a legend, mate. Gifting a typical City membership. Barter gets it. Enjoy, Barter. Big up, Jeff. You're a proper fucking legend, mate. You are. One mistake from Gvardiol, in. One mistake from Savinho, they're in. And these mistakes are just simple touches, little passes. Corner for Phil Foden to whip in. Israel with the clearance again, up in the air. Referee's given a free kick. Oh. Ooh. I mean, I've lost focus on Real Madrid. I'm still, like, not happy. Not happy. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. I think we'll We'll win this game. We'll win this game. Celtic 1, Leipzig 1. If you're interested. They really are. When was the last one? Sparta Prague, wasn't it? I'm absolutely buzzing about that. Clean sheet, Sparta Prague. Pretty sure it's clean sheet, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. Twat. Yeah. Come on, City. 3 minutes to go till half time. If we get a second goal, it is the bare minimum of what we deserve. The very, very least of what we deserve in this game. Much better performance from City. Oh, Rico, mate, calm down with that pass. Absolutely fizzed it to Savinho. No chance of getting on the end of it. Savinho intercepts with a header at point blank range, gone out for a throw into Sporting Lisbon. Keeping an eye on Liverpool, still 0-0. So it was Morata scoring for AC Milan. True that. As well as Samuel Ritchie. Trincão's chasing this. Akanji's got there though first. Well played, Manuel Akanji again at the back. Gvardiol's been sloppy. There's been a couple of touches from him that's been concerning. But he's one player that we've been able to depend on this season, haven't we? On both ends of the pitch as well. I mean, I know he's getting a lot of love for the goals that he's scoring, but defensively he's been solid as well. Individual battles I'm talking about, you know, in terms of the unity of the whole defence. Yeah, we've been a bit leaky. But in this game, a couple of touches. One resulting in a glaringly bad opportunity. Good ball from Gvardiol this time to his fellow Croat, Kovacic. Back to Nunes. Foden, good ball into... Oh, it's not a good ball. It was the right idea. The channel was there. The avenue was there for Foden to pass it into. Just got a little bit too much pace on it. There you go. Look at that high five from Phil Foden to Bernardo Silva. No, like, you should have been there. None of this where are you stuff. Turned to Bernardo Silva and went, yeah, high five. We'll get it right next time. That's the attitude I want to see, Phil. Love that from Phil Foden. Bad pass. Don't care. Well done. Yeah, I like the attitude that followed it. That's what I'm talking about. There's a totally different demeanour in all of them. They've had a conversation. Pep has sat them down. They've had a conversation. You can tell. And that's one area that Pep never gets love. You know, his ability to manage. Dinked over the top for Savinho to chase. Lovely ball by... That's a foul, referee. Yeah, he's all over him. Savinho's strong there. Strong. Dinks it into Phil Foden, but Morita wins it in the air. Kovacic nods it back out here to Simpson Pusey. He gets away with it. Nearly gives it away, and Kovacic is going to have to help. Yeah. And it's a free kick. Kovacic gets a yellow card as well. Must have been studs up. Franz, thank you very much for the super chat. Why do we continue to concede every game? If I had the answer to that, mate, I'd be in the dugout. It's a wonder. I do not know. It's one mistake. My answer is, and I think Pep would answer the same. It's just the risks that I want to take. I want to play this style of football because it will create us chances, and I think we are second or even first in terms of shot creating actions in the Premier League. So while we're leaky at the back, we've created. We're certainly in the top two, if memory serves me. For shot creating actions, and that's because of the football that we play. But that has a byproduct that comes with it that we just give the ball away, and if we do, they go in on goal and get an opportunity to score themselves. And sides are it's half time. Sides are only needing one chance, maybe two. They've had two chances this half, and they've scored a goal. We've had about 10, and we've scored one. You know, good bit of goalkeeping here and there from Israel. A little bit dodgy at times from Israel as well. I don't think he's been completely assured, but moments of quality from the goalkeeper as well has kept them in the game. A bit of a poor finishing from Erling Haaland. One opportunity was poor, where he smashes it with his right foot on the volley. But yeah, no, it's been a pretty good half. I know it's 1-1, but the football we've played has been good. We've played good football and created chances. Yeah, cheers. Nice one. Boom, boom. There we go. Yeah, so 1-1. A bit of a sucker punch goal. Bit of a bitter pill to swallow to concede a goal like that. But I'm so pleased to see this version of Phil Foden. He just needs to transfer this game, this quality that he's shown in this half of football. Continue in the second half. I don't want this to become a game of two halves where City struggle a little bit in the second half. We continue like this, or even up at another level, we'll batter them. We'll batter them. It'll be 3 or 4. It will be. But Foden needs to keep going long term. I'm not talking about the next half. I'm talking about Brighton and the games that follow, because we've got Liverpool round the corner. We need Phil Foden firing on all cylinders if we are to have any chance of going away to Anfield and getting all 3 points. You know, we need Phil Foden. It's so important. De Bruyne, again, on the bench, trained as well. I watched him train, so he is moving and playing football. He's not just there to be a piece of furniture. Will he get game time tonight? I don't know. I feel like Pep just wants to not use him. I think Pep wants to just get into the international break and not even risk him, and then unleash him. And hopefully we unleash the best version of Kevin De Bruyne, because that version of Kevin De Bruyne, if we unleash the best version of him, you can kiss goodnight to the Premier League, Liverpool and Arsenal, because a Kevin De Bruyne and a Phil Foden and Erling Haaland firing on all cylinders means we win the Premier League. It's as simple as that. If either of those three drop below the standards that we know they can hit, then they're in business. Then it's going to be a really interesting title race. But if we keep Foden, De Bruyne and Haaland fit, and those same 3 players play to the best of their ability, then I don't see anyone else winning the league. They're too good. They're just too good. It is simple as that. You know, it sounds like an oversimplification that I've given you there, but I don't see anyone arguing with me on that. Who's going to argue with me on that? Just the problem is we're not seeing it, because Foden's not been playing well. De Bruyne has been out for the majority of the season. But again, could we be looking at the month of December as the month where Manchester City once again, as D Harsh has said, Santa Pep rocking up? Yes, I do, Dean. I do think that not Jonny. I could definitely play in defensive midfield for Manchester City. 100%. 100%. I don't know why I'm sat here, actually. I keep messaging Pep, asking him, like, why do you keep not playing me, mate? I'm clearly available, and we're clearly got no Rodri. I'm 6'4". I'll do Rodri's job, no problem. But yes, realistically, in answer to your question, Gvardiol could definitely be an option for defensive midfielder in the future, 100%. We were talking about that before we'd even signed him. You know, in the build-up to the signature of Gvardiol, I remember talking about it, because that was like one of my early days. That transfer window was when I really started Typical City properly. And I remember doing a video on it and talking about the versatility of Gvardiol. Centre-back, left-back, could push further forward and into defensive midfield, so definitely. But right now, I mean, I don't know. It's a very difficult role to play at City. I think he could do it. It's just you've got to be able to receive the ball on the half turn. If you look at Kovacic, you look at Rico Lewis, obviously Rodri, you look at Foden, you look at Bernardo Silva, Ilkay Gundogan, names that are players that have played there already and will probably play there again in the future. Gvardiol, can he receive the ball on the half turn, you know, in tight pockets of space? Because I tell you who can't do that is Calvin Phillips, and he's a defensive midfielder. Literally, that's his trade, and he couldn't do it. You know, someone who, I mean, obviously we're not comparing Calvin Phillips to Gvardiol, but I'm saying there are midfielders that would say, I am a defensive midfielder, They couldn't play in Manchester City's defensive midfield role. So it's a difficult task for anyone. Even the best defensive midfielders would struggle with the demands that Pep expects of you to receive the ball from Ederson and so quickly, usually with a player right on your shoulders. It's not an easy job. So Gvardiol is definitely someone who I think plays better with the game in front of him. So I feel like he could do it once he's got the ball under control. The question would be, can he receive the ball in the middle? Not because when you play left, you're already on the half turn, aren't you? You receive the ball from the keeper, you receive it on the left, and if you're playing on the right, you receive it from the keeper, and you're already positioning yourself half turn. You don't position yourself facing Ederson, do you? Whereas you do as a defensive midfielder. So it's incredibly difficult to know which way to turn. You've got to be checking your shoulders at every opportunity. And if you've got a player coming at you and they choose to go over your left shoulder and you glance that way and then they suddenly choose to go onto your right shoulder and you go that way, then you've lost the ball. These moments not just require strength, it requires ingenuity. Like really, really clever footballers are required to play in that position. And I think it's why I think we're going to see Rico Lewis blossom into an absolute worldie of a player. And I think City fans are wrong to be writing him off so early, because if Pep's trusting you, a 19-year-old in that position, you are some player, mate. You've got to be certainly technically capable, and he's finding that defensive midfield pocket and picking up the ball, and he's not losing it. He might be losing it a little bit further up the pitch, like excessive passes, like a bit eccentric with the passing. Sometimes decision making, yeah, but the safe passes, the safe moments where you need to play it safe. Rico Lewis is showing no problems at all. And Kovacic the same. So, yeah, in answer to your question, I think Gvardiol could do it, but I'd be curious to see what it'd be like centrally. Yeah. But the question is, can you see me? Bloody Victor Gyökeres, you can't see him right now because he's fucking doing one of them, running off doing one of his bullshit celebrations. Don't know what it is. What's it meant to be? How fucking Gyökeres' chances here? That chip was terrible. I don't know what he was thinking there. Ederson dealt with it really well. I would love Wirtz. Let's have a look at what happened there. Was that Simpson Pusey was caught sleeping, ball watching? Yeah, the gap. Yeah. Just talking about that now, mate. Just talking about it now, mate. He's looked nervous. He's made a mistake with the goal. I think it's he's let Gyökeres run off him. He's not stayed tight enough. He's been caught ball watching, and that is the hallmarks of a 17-year-old not concentrating. That's just basics. We can't nail him for that. He's a kid. He's going to have to learn, and this is a harsh lesson that you are being taught in the Champions League, mate. I feel for him. He patted his chest after it and he said, "That was me, sorry." So at least he was big enough to do that and understand that it was definitely his fault, and he was caught a little bit ball watching. But yeah, Frimpong had a disallowed goal, did he? Against Liverpool. Handball. Yeah, it's handball. Anyway, second half's going to come. Anyway, give you what you want. Chat. 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 Oh, chat friend. Oh, chat friend. Just, I can see the chair emojis from here. I can literally see all of the chair emojis. Sick of this shit, man. Wish I had claws just to fucking gut this thing. Come on, City. Bloody pantomime in here. He's behind you. Yeah, proud of my son. He sat in there watching. He flicked on Sky Sports News and told me that it's Oxford are beating Hull. Like, cheers, mate. Vital information. Appreciated. Yeah. Always, mate. Jesus, mate. I haven't even done my will. Starting to need to think about it, to be honest. Should we talk about football or talk about that's a bit more positive? I don't know, Hannah. I don't know. Working on it. And it's difficult, man. Fucking moving house is bullshit. I'm telling you right now, it is not easy. Moving house. Just fucking pain in the arse, mate. Really difficult. We're all sorted at our end, but just got to find a place now. We're just literally just trying to find a place that we're all happy with. But we're going to get there, and one of these days soon, probably maybe in 2025, early 2025, you're going to have a different background. I don't know whether it's going to be a good one. It might be a little bit... I might have to have a temporary Typical City studio. Might be temporary for a bit, and then find a better one long term with a little bit more of a pleasing aesthetic. I am as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm a little bit reluctant about it, to be honest. I'm definitely going to miss it. It's where it started, man. This house is going to get knocked down as well. It's not even being moved into. It's going to get knocked down, which is interesting. So this room will no one will ever be here again. It's going to get obliterated by a wrecking ball. Like, imagine if it happened when I'm in it. Just that half of the room's go. The best stream ever. Wrecking ball. Coming like a wrecking ball. Come on, City. I mean, literally, come on. I thought half time should be over by now. Come on, chat. What we saying? I'm still thinking 3-1. I'm sticking to my original prediction because we're on for that. Oh, they're warming up a bit. They've gone a bit pink. Gone a bit of the old pink. They're warming up. I will definitely be taking the chair. Yeah, and Floris, it will definitely be blue. 4-1. Jackson's gone 2-1. Ah, yeah. You are fiending for an Akanji goal, aren't you? Ooh. Yeah, not that temporary. Milo's gone 3-2. Banter's gone 2-1. Captain's gone 3-1. Beyond 5-1. And to trust you as well. I do trust you. Gene's gone 3-1 with a little bit of a boogie as well. Apparently, Sherald, he is fit. He's on the bench. Noel Gallagher, is he commentating, by the way? God, Vardy, hat trick. Wouldn't you love that? 3-1 Jacks, 4-1 Jan, 3-1 Phil. Come on, City. Right, game's about to get underway. Second half, the lads are out. Still 0-0 with Liverpool and Leverkusen. There's Marita. The lad who gave it away for Phil Foden to get back onto scoring form. And we're off. Second half underway. Come on, City. Is he actually proper commentating though? Is he actually like part of it? Is he chipping in every like 15 minutes with something, or is he actually contributing like frequently? Sporting Lisbon driving forward early here. They're in business already. Sporting Lisbon 2, Manchester City fucking 1. What a shit start to the second half, just carved open so easily. What's happening, Blues? What's happening? What's happening? This is fucking... shit! Fucking shit! Fucking hell! From kickoff. Piss off. Kovacic got spun on the touchline there, but I mean, it was a good run. And Araujo just batters it underneath Ederson, in between his legs, clips Ederson's calf, just goes for power, keeps it down. Fucking hell, City. Fucking hell. These headlines in the morning, this is going to be grim. Fuck me. I still think we can win. Is it weird? Don't collapse. Gvardiol's giving it away again. Trincao just driving forward, and he's got some speed on him as well. Gvardiol's giving a penalty away. Of course it's a penalty. It was so stupid, Gvardiol. I saw it before the referee even pointed to the spot. I was thinking that's a penalty. If you go near him, that's a penalty. What are you doing, mate? It was his fault that they're running in on goal. What is that? Fucking hell, mate. So obviously just fucking smashes into the back of him. God, mate. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's not had a good game, Gvardiol, at all, and he's absolutely to blame for what I'm expecting to be the Sporting Lisbon third goal in this game, because it's going to be Victor Gyökeres, and he finds the back of the net. He's going to absolutely batter this. I'm hoping the fact that he goes for power gives a little bit of unpredictability to it, but not really. To be honest, the guy knows where the back of the net is. And I have a feeling he's going to absolutely batter it into the net. And he does. 3-1. Fucking shite, City. Absolute shite. You've only got yourselves to blame for this stupid fucking second half start. What a ridiculous start to a half of football. 3 minutes in and you've conceded 2 goals. Fucking moronic. It's moronic. It's fucking up here kind of shit again. It's just fucking dense fucking... What are you doing, man? What a first half as well. First half was brilliant. It was brilliant football from City. And we did not deserve to be at 1-1. It should have been 4 or 5-0. And yeah, you can say this is what you get for not taking your chances. But it doesn't mean you need to defend like that. Gvardiol giving the ball away on the halfway line, then charging back and just smashing someone in the back and giving a penalty away, clear as day. That Simpson P got ran through. For the second goal, this is the worrying thing. I mean, everything. Gvardiol, Nunes now is giving it away. Oh, they're in. We're getting dicked, man. We're getting absolutely rinsed. What's happened? What could possibly have changed at half time for you to come out like this? What are you playing at, City? First half was fucking superb. It was good football. We were in control. I don't care about the fact that they scored. I know it's a problem that they scored. I can't disregard that. But we played good football in that first half. We looked switched on. It was sharp. It was crisp. We were creating chance after chance, and we should have made it 3 or 4 at least in that first half. You're thinking, just carry on as you were and we'll win this game comfortably. And to come out and play like this within 5 minutes. I mean, first of all, well played Sporting Lisbon, because they've come out of the gates like a fucking bull, mate. Absolutely flying. Flying. They started this second half. Their second goal was just them blitzing it, and I thought it was good play. But realistically, the third goal was just stupid. You just don't panic. Savinho's giving it away. Trincao is just running us ragged as well, and Akanji's just angrily fucking hurt himself. He's hurt himself big time there, Akanji. He went in really strong. That was an angry tackle from Akanji, and because he was so angry, he's fucking hurt himself. You can tell he was just like, this is perfect. This is an opportunity to absolutely nail their most dangerous player so far in this 5 minutes in, and he's overran it, and Akanji just thinks, fucking brilliant, I'm going to twat him. And he does. And it's actually his standing leg that Trincao just runs through his standing leg. Yeah, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt, mate. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? It's a fucking good performance in the first half. Perfectly good performance. Nah, man. Nope. But, yeah. What are we going to do now? We've got our work cut out for us. It's great play by Gonçalves. Driving in from the left-hand side. Cuts it. This is for their second goal. Cuts it through Simpson Pusey. It was a good ball, good run. That second goal was mostly down to good play from Sporting Lisbon. Could have been avoided. Could Kovacic have done better on the touchline? Could Simpson Pusey have positioned himself a little bit better? Yeah, possibly. But really, it was a good move from Sporting Lisbon to make it 2-1. Caught us by surprise. You know, we thought we were going to be able to knock it round for the first 5 minutes, and they just blitzed us. Blitzed us. $11 shots for City. None of them will have been in the second half because we haven't had a shot in the second half. So we can talk about this pretty much as the first half stats. 11 shots in first half football. Rico's giving it away. Or was it Kovacic? Gyökeres? Oh, he's played it behind Gonçalves, but they could be making it 4 soon if we don't shore this up. We've got to settle down, lads, here big time, because this is going to be a capitulation. Oh, no. It's just the headlines in the morning as well. You know they're going to be grim. 3 in a row. 3 in a row. It's comments like that, mate. They're laughable. It literally made me chuckle. Yeah, he's shit, that Pepini. He's shit. He's only got 100 points, never been done in this country. He's only got a domestic quadruple, never been done in this country. They'd never win the treble, though. No one could ever win the treble other than that Manchester United side. Oh, wait, no, yes, they can win the treble. And who did that? Oh, it was only Pep. 4 in a row, never been done. And no one will ever do it. Oh, wait, Pep Guardiola will. Yes, he will. Other than that, he's crap. Yeah, I'll agree with you then, yeah. You know, it's going to take a monumental recovery from Manchester City to get all 3 points here, but I would take a draw at this point now because it's going to be really difficult to score 3. But we created enough chances in that first half to make me think they're going to leak. They're going to start getting leaky. Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, Doku, Nathan Ake all warming up. Not sure what Nathan Ake is going to bring, other than getting Simpson Pusey and pulling him off, getting him out of the firing line. This scoreline is just making me look forward to bed. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to going to bed. Fucking hell, City. Got a heated blanket now, actually. Shows how old I am. Buzz off it as well. Heated blanket. Has anyone got a heated blanket in the chat? They're bloody brilliant. Rico Lewis driving forward. Referee! Free kick, edge of the area. He wants to be in the penalty area, but he's not in the penalty area there. It's a yellow card. Stuart's got a heated blanket. They're bloody brilliant, mate, aren't they? An electric mattress heater. What? The whole mattress is heated. Well, that's just like a little heated thing. It's 100 quid, this thing, as well. It wasn't... Got 3. But you can only sleep in one bed at a time, Stuart, though. That's the thing. Unless you're... I don't know. You take body parts off and put them in... I don't know. But yeah, you've only got one bed you can sleep. Oh, for the other kids, fair enough. Yeah, to be fair, my lad's got a little one. A little diddly one that doesn't do anything. Ours is like an absolute fucking sauna. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like lying on the Sahara Desert. Do you know what I mean? Really good. He's in it now, actually. He's in our bed. Anyway, there's a football match happening. This game's gone so bad, I can't wait to get on top of my heated blanket and go, oh, fucking hell. And just cry myself to sleep about this drastic run of form we're in. We're going to turn it round, though. We are definitely going to turn it round. We're not going to capitulate to non-existence, to an embarrassing state where Liverpool just run away with it and we're not to be seen in a title race after Christmas. We are going to take this game, this title, and this Champions League, I think, will be in the latter stages once we get into knockout football. Knockout football terrifies me, though, with this form we're in right now. It's not good, but free kick to City anyway. This needs to go in, really. Not necessarily, but I do think this will be a massive, massive boost. If this goes in, Phil Foden deflected, corner ball. I think we need to score in the next 10 minutes to give us a real opportunity to get something out of this game, you know, in terms of 3 points in particular. But they're not solid at the back. They are leaky. You know, in terms of chances they've been giving us, literally giving us chances. Nunes this time takes the corner. Why is he taking corners now? Haaland at the back post. It's cleared. Savinho, oh, he's bottled it there with the header. Well, he won it, actually, but he didn't look like he wanted to. He's got it back, though. Goncalves and Araujo closing him down. Rico Lewis, Foden, gets it back to Kovacic. Akanji now. City looking to dominate, but this game's set up perfectly for Sporting Lisbon now, because, I mean, they could just go up the other end. Ball in back post, collected by Israel. Savinho's not having a great game, is he? I was trying to look for the positives in the first half, and there was some there. I'm not pretending they've gone now, because I was saying it. They were there. There was definitely positives in Savinho's game, but there were some negatives as well. And when the game's like this, at 3-1 down, you're like, the negatives stand out more, don't they? Because you get a little bit desperate. He looks a bit desperate. Rico's got that ball back, though. Well played. Tenacious. The tenacity from Rico Lewis that he's shown as well. That he won the free kick a couple of minutes ago. He's won the ball back on that wing. Show some fucking spirit like Rico Lewis is the rest of you. Because he's working his fucking bollocks off. Here he is again. Savinho. One-on-one with Araujo. Lays it off to Rico again. He's coming back. He's got to go back to Savinho. Come on, City. Savinho, go on over the bar. And again, shooting. Savinho, mate. You've got to be keeping it down. Because it's such a waste. His technique's all wrong. You either whip that with your side foot or you pop it. Do you know what I mean? You don't just drill it and wipe through the ball. You just, like a golf chip. Do you know what I mean? You're just chipping it. And where's a chip go? Over the bar. Do you know what I mean? You've got to pop it or whip it with the side foot and go for that far corner. He's just drilled it and cut across it. His technique's all wrong, man. He's just not good in front of goal at all, Savinho, and it's no wonder he's struggling to find the back of the net. And he's had so many chances in a City shirt so far, but I still believe there's one hell of a player there, man. There is in Savinho. He's going to be a special player. He's just got so many little details to refine right now. But yeah, after Christmas, who knows what we could see from Savinho. Next season is the time where I fully expect, and there's no excuses in your second season. We need to see the best of him then. But right now, mixed. I feel mixed about Savinho. Gvardiol. Yeah, we're not going to get knocked out in the league, are we? Surely. No. Shanti wants the kids on. Who? Which kids? McAtee, right. Wilson Esbrand. O'Reilly. Here's Savinho. Go on, mate. Go on, Savinho. Shot. It's deflected and it's going to bobble its way through to Israel. Gvardiol and Akanji nearly getting caught between a decision between the two of them, but eventually Gvardiol takes control, gets it back to Ederson, who sends Simpson Pusey on his way. Gvardiol's got it now. Out to Mateus Nunes. Back to Gvardiol on his right foot. It's never on, mate. You telegraphed it. It was a good run by Foden, but the pass was never on. Massive tackle from Akanji. Came flying in like a torpedo there. Akanji and wins the tackle. Had to. And without that going in, Trincão's away. And it's come from another moment where Gvardiol has given the ball away. And he's the one player who's given that license to go forward. So guess what happens when he gives it away? There's a big old gaping hole right where he is in that position. Gyökeres, good ball into Trincão. Simpson Pusey's got to deal with him, shepherding him away from goal. Simpson Pusey's well out of position here, though. He's the right centre-back who's down playing in left-back. We're all over the place. Rico Lewis has done well there to get back and cover for him, though. Again, maturity well beyond his age there, Rico Lewis. To understand that Simpson Pusey, the kid, has gone well out of his position and he gets back and plays right back for him. But he's come forward now. Simpson Pusey's still not got back in that right centre-back position. He's now playing as central centre-back. Liverpool have fucking scored as well. Of course they have. Just to make it even shitter. Not that this affects us really. I mean, they are in the same league table technically, aren't they? So it does affect us in a way. Giovanni Quenda going absolutely mental there at the fact that it's been clipped off Mateus Nunes and won himself a goal kick. Oh, City. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Bernardo Silva collects the ball off Akanji, sends Foden away. He's got so many Sporting Lisbon players back there. There's a line of fucking... That's 5, actually. I thought it was 6. But Rico Lewis is showing... Trying to do so much in this game. Kovacic with another one of those weird little dinks that he gets too much air on it. The idea was there, but the execution was all wrong. Tried the same move for Erling Haaland in the first half. Loves these little scoops. It's not a chip or a dink, it's a scoop. That's the word. Scoop. Kovacic. Gvardiol. This is the most dangerous moment for City now, is when he's got the ball. And it's not because I don't trust Gvardiol. I do trust him. He's certainly not done great in this game, but I trust him. He's not lost my trust. It's just when he has the ball, that's when we are at our most vulnerable. Because it's when he comes forward. Savinho, though, he's got to make a decision now. Savinho, shot again. He's doing too much, Savinho. He almost beats the fullback and then tries to do it again. He beats him and then goes and then goes. It's just like watching Peter Beagrie. Ball into Bernardo Silva, around the corner. Bernardo Silva! Handball! City players want handball. Bernardo Silva wants handball. It's a lovely ball into Bernardo Silva. I can't remember. I think it might have been Kovacic who played it. A little touch from Bernardo Silva to take it away from Rice. And then it just sort of wasn't close enough to the ball as he tried to get his shot away. But multiple City players sticking their hands in the air there, claiming for handball. Haven't seen a replay, though. Sloppy clearance. Has come straight to Phil Foden, though. On the edge of the area. Rico Lewis. Savinho. Right on the corner. This is the moment where we need to see more from him. He gets it back to Rico. Good. Foden. Lovely 1-2. Rico Lewis. Crossed into Bernardo Silva. And it's a fucking great bit of defending again by Diamande. But really good from City on the edge of the area. That lovely football. Good football. Hey, we're going back. The referee's pulling it back. That was in the middle of the play. They've stopped. They've asked the referee to stop in the middle of play. So he didn't even wait for the ball to go out of play. So this could be a penalty to Manchester City. Yeah, he's sticking his arm out. It wasn't going anywhere. It was going out for a goal kick. But it's the fact that he stuck his arm out. It's well out of... Yeah, he's done that. He's done that. It's a penalty. It's a penalty to City. Should be. ZG's buzzing. I mean, we have seen ourselves, haven't we? A referee go to the monitor and decide against the recommendation. And it benefited us against Wolves. And rightly so, by the way. Absolutely correct. I think it's 2-0 Liverpool now. It is, in fact. But we could get our second goal of the night from the penalty spot. Referee goes, penalty. Let's go. Come on, we're back in the game. There's half an hour. Well, if you include added time, there's half an hour to go. We've got one back. We can still win this game. But we've got to score this penalty. If we do not... And Bernardo Silva's going to take it. Are you for fucking real? Are you... Chat, help me out here. There's no way that Haaland just said, "No, it's all right, you take it." Yeah, we've all the evidence of Bernardo Silva in front of a penalty spot. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, he was the one who won the penalty, but we're not 7 years old and like, oh, it's my ball because I won the penalty. You give it to the designated penalty taker. This is a Champions League football match. We do not need any sentimentality. Oh, he's Portuguese and he hates Sporting Lisbon because you give it fucking Erling Haaland. I'm hoping that when this camera stops, that's Haaland. Haaland's taking it. Right, this is, fuck, you know. It's okay, cool. Haaland's taking it. Haaland's taking it. Because at the end, the start of those camera shots, then, Bernardo Silva had the ball and gave it to Haaland, and Haaland went like that. Like, no, you take it, sort of. He showed the body language. I'm hoping a message got onto the pitch from Pep, like, don't be a knob. Give it Haaland. Watch him fucking miss now, I've said that. That's it. That's it. That's it. Nah, man. No. This is going in. This is going in. We're going to score. It's going to be 3-2. Just have to wait for a bit. Come on, Haaland. Ruben Amorim's got his little book out. Never a pen. No, well, the thing is where the shot was going. Cheers for the super chat. He hit the bar. Foden. What are we doing, City? What's happened? Rico Lewis. Savinho. I'm utterly dejected. I can't believe he's done that. Should have given it Bernardo Silva. Fucking told you. Honestly, Haaland, mate, you are having a fucking tough time right now, mate. You are struggling. Oh, no. I've been floored by that. Utterly, utterly floored. I thought there's no way we're going to balls this up now. Savinho, lovely referee, get him in the book. I don't know what's gone on there, but I mean, we can't complain. The referee's been reasonably fair with us by giving us a penalty, and we can't even fucking bury it. Just fucking... What? That's the game there. That's literally the game there. Or could this be the game? No, it's not. Let's not get excited. Savinho. Come on, Savinho. Do something, mate. Savinho straight at Israel. A really good bit of skill to chop it onto his left foot and then pings it straight at the goalkeeper again. Fucking hell. I'm just trying to picture some Ashes trying to score a goal. Just go fucking everywhere, mate. Respect to your nan. Big up mullet daddy's nan. It's cheered me up a little bit. But I'm over it already. The joke's already gone. It's left my system and I'm back to being angry. The fact is, I don't know where. Foden. It's all right. I still think we can get a draw now. I was thinking the penalty gives us a chance to win the fucking game. Now we're talking about a best case scenario really is getting a draw. And I think we can still do it. What's the Champions League table looking like right now? I'll get that up there, actually. Lovely ball to Savinho. That lovely little touch as well by Savinho. Get him in the fucking book. Don't fucking bite Savinho. You don't need to push him. You're going to get... Oh, and you've got a yellow card, Savinho. Well done. Well done, mate. That was clever. You beat him. He pulled your shirt. You're clearly going to get him in the book. You don't need to chase after him and push him. Now you're in the book. Foolish. Fucking idiot, man. So clear. Just think about it, mate. I'm trying to type something in as well. Right, what we're looking at now. We've dropped to... well, there's obviously the whole host of teams that have got a game in hand as well, so it's not really clear yet. We're still 5th. But we're going to be behind. If Brest win, we're going to be behind. A pair of boobs are going to be above us in the league table if they win. Who've Brest got? Sparta Prague. They're going to fucking batter them. We're going to be behind a pair of tits. I can't believe it. Ball in Foden. Oh, so close. That looked like a real whipped in there looking for... I think, is he going for goal there, Foden? I thought the cross, if he's crossing it, it's overhit. But if he's going for goal, it's not that far away. Sporting looking like they're making some substitutions here as well. Morita's coming off. He's been a great player for City in the first half, gifting us the goal. And he's nonchalantly walking off the pitch at a snail's speed. Morita, Mateus Reis, and Araujo all coming off the pitch for Sporting Lisbon. Can't believe it. Inter Milan playing tomorrow. They'll go ahead of us. They'll go to 10 points. Arsenal, they'll go to 10 points. Oh, will they? Who are they playing? No, fucking Inter Milan. Of course, that's a fucking big game. What am I talking about? So, yeah, hopefully one of those will be beneath us. In fact, definitely, one of those will be beneath us come tomorrow. And unless they draw, actually. No, unless it's a draw, then they both go ahead of us. Fucking can't get anything right, can I? Fuck off. Look at this. This is what we never used to do. This as City fans. We just play the game and then look at the league table after, don't we? Now we're like, oh shit. Well, if they lose or if they win, what if they win or we draw that game? Like we're all getting. What's Gavardiol doing there? He's booting the ball up. He's done well eventually clearing it. What's going on here, ref? Savinho going in on St. Just. You've just been booked, you clown. Is he coming off? Or is it Nunes coming off? Gundogan's coming on. Doku's coming on. So, for me, I would get Savinho off because he's lost his fucking head, mate. And who heard me say that? The first game of the season against Chelsea, he looks like he's got a temper. And he's showing it again. He's got to take it easy. Franz, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Pep is not renewing anything at this point. I hope you're wrong. Yeah. Typical City. It was meant to be ironic, mate. That's the name of this channel. It's an ironic name. Very City, Manchester City fans style. We love a bit of irony, don't we? So, need I say no more? Do you know what I mean? We do love a bit of irony, but yeah. I don't want this to become a legitimate typical City channel. Like, we get fucking relegated. Hey, I'll be here. I will be there. We will be there. We will be there. Bernardo Silva off. Savinho off. Doku on. Gundogan on. Come on, Gundo. 14 minutes to go. That's flown by. I'm having a squashy to make myself feel better. Come on, Gundo. See. Liverpool are bloody. They're in. It's going to be 4-1. Victor Gyökeres. Edison's come out. He's come out too far, Edison, and he gets the save eventually, but he's holding his hands up. He turns round and looks fucking fuming with the rest of those City players. They're just letting him down, man. Simpson Pusey got done. He got absolutely done. Welcome to the Champions League, Simpson Pusey. I wish you all the best in a Manchester City shirt, but this is tough, mate. This is a really rude awakening to the top tier of football, and it's not the top tier either. I know it's Champions League, but it's Sporting Lisbon, and he's been run ragged in that defence at times. Corner ball to Sporting Lisbon. It's gone in deep. Hey, there he is. Simpson Pusey with a big, powerful header clearing the ball after I've just told him, but there he is again, and he's clear. Oh, another big tackle from Simpson Pusey. So, Nunes, mate, he's not had a good game. Mateus Nunes, he's like, don't give another penalty away. Fucking penalty again, you absolute fucking morons. I can't believe the stupidity of some of these fuckwits that I'm watching on the pitch. The absolute lack of intelligence is mind-blowing. The penalties, both of them, are just stupid. So fucking stupid. It's clear. Oh, that one looked a bit softer than the Gavardiol one, but you don't give the referee the opportunity. Simpson Pusey doing his best to clear the ball. Then Mateus Nunes gets caught on the ball trying to clear it and then charges forward, then pulls back. Yeah, it's a penalty. Sorry. Jammy, thanks for the super chat. Why the fuck KDB on the bench? What are we waiting for? Xmas? Yes. We are actually waiting for Christmas. We are actually waiting for Santa Pep, as D. Harsher put it at the beginning. Duckster, okay, Johnny, 4-3, pal. Gundo will sort us. Nah, mate. I mean, it might be 4-3 to Sporting. But, yeah. I presume you sent that before they got a bloody penalty. There you go. Yeah. Wow. That was moronic. That was. He made the mistake, and then he goes and makes a second mistake. Gyökeres has already scored from the penalty spot, showing Haaland how it's done. He's probably going to do it again. 4-1. We've conceded 4. We've conceded 4. It's fucking... Who was that then in the crowd? What's his face? Frank Reynolds. What's the actor's name? I forgot his name. Frank Reynolds off Sonny. What's his name? Pep looked shocked. Don't normally disagree with you, Jeff, but I do think it was soft, but it was one of them. You give the referee an opportunity, mate. He pulled his arm. I'd won it if I was a City player. He went down very easy. But this second half has been disgraceful. Disgraceful. Like, some of the decisions that we've been making. And I don't want to talk about it too much because Simpson Pusey's a kid, man. He's 17. But he's been at the heart of pretty much everything that's gone wrong. And I mean, that one there really wasn't his fault because he was doing his best to clear it, but it was his fault why the opportunity came to be a corner to begin with. So, we're not that bad. We're not that bad. I feel like we'll score in this game. I do feel like we'll score. This is a tough one to take, Blues. A really tough one to take because it's it's Ruben Amorim, isn't it? We got to take this. We've got to take our medicine. Time to take your medicine. Doku. Gundogan in the box. Great clearance by Gundogan. That really good clearance. Sends Sporting Lisbon away. Brilliant from Gundogan. Here comes Trincao, thanks to Gundogan. Brilliant. They're in on goal. Well done, Gundo. Good bit of defending there from Nunes. Doesn't give the penalty this time. It was a lovely ball from Gundogan to Trincao, that was, though, right? We were in the penalty box, and we're thinking, you could lay it off to Foden, you could lay it off to Doku, maybe. You could turn and have a shot. And just pass it to Trincao and send him back the other way to go and get themselves a 5th goal. Superb. What can we witness in Air Blues? What is this shower of shit? What a second half catastrophe this has become. Unbelievable. They're going to make it 5. We're going to get fucking... As if this isn't already humiliating. It's about to... the fucking Edison saved it. Or has he? It's gone straight over. Giovanni Quenda coming forward. You're bringing on Kevin De Bruyne. Fucking what? Are you for fucking real, Pap? You're bringing on De Bruyne now for fucking 7 minutes. We were 3-1 down in the 50th minute. You waited 33 minutes to bring on De Bruyne. Clearly he's not fit, so you're bringing him on for the minutes. But it's fucking humiliating for him to come on for 7 minutes when 4-1 down. He's clearly going to have no fucking say on this game. He makes no difference to the eventual outcome of where the points end up. He might change the scoreline, but he's not changing the fucking result. It's 4-1. Leave him. What's the point in taking a risk now? The risk should have been taken at fucking 50 minutes. What's he done there, Pep? I'm fucking lost. Absolutely lost with that decision. If the plan was at the beginning of the game, no matter what, I'm bringing on Kevin De Bruyne for 7 minutes, that's the only way that I can think that decision makes sense, that it's purely a fitness thing. To bring him on, if that's like, oh shit, we better try and get ourselves back into this game. There's 7 minutes to go. If he gets an injury now, Pat, unreal. Unreal. Oh, dear me. What are we going to do, Blues? Brighton, you looking forward to it? Jesus Christ. Gvardiol, De Bruyne. Ball into Gundogan. Ruben Amorim must be... I mean, United fans, mate. Fucking hell. This is one for them, innit? Rico Lewis surely offside there. Yeah, flag goes up eventually, but the referee could say play on here because he's going to send them away. No, Akanji gets in. You can't give the advantage and then pull it back. Bullshit. No, fuck off. That's some shit officiating if I've ever seen it. You can't give an advantage and then they don't get it. Then you pull it back. Yeah, it was offside, but you let them try to get them away. So that therefore that's gone. That you're in a new phase of play. Yeah, this is one for the United fans. This is. I'm telling you right now. They need to fucking get in fucking line and remember what the fucking Premier League table looks like, because there's a long way to go. You're taking a Sporting Lisbon manager that is going to Manchester United. And I mean, this is a Sporting Lisbon. The football club is just completely different. You know, well orchestrated, organised, professional, structurally sound. I mean, from an organogram point of view, the hierarchy, and literally structurally sound. Like the stadium isn't fucking collapsing, rotting. It's a sad day, really, when you think about the fact that United fans have to live vicariously from a fucking club in Portugal. That's how far they've fallen. That's how far the big old Manchester United have fallen. They're fucking wanking themselves silly. Vicariously through Sporting Lisbon. You fucking has-beens. Do you know what I mean? Getting giddy over fucking Ruben Amorim beating Man City for Sporting Lisbon. You're not even playing. Kevin De Bruyne has just fucking scythed down Gonçalves and studs to the knee from Kevin De Bruyne. Could be getting a straight red. He's not going to get it. It doesn't seem like VAR are getting involved. This looked like it was written in the script, to be honest, this night. It's just one for Sporting Lisbon, one for United fans. We need to write this game off. But we said that against Bournemouth. We said that against Spurs. The problems are growing. And going away to Brighton. This could be 4 in a row. Not the good one. Not the 4 Premier Leagues in a row. 4 losses in a row. The following season after winning 4 in a row. Things could get harder here. Things are about to get harder. And do you know why? Because Harder's on the pitch. Sporting Lisbon looking for a 5th. Jesus. Doku. Sloppy. Had it taken off him, but he's going to win it back. Yeah, wins it back. Blow the fucking whistle, ref. Can we call it a day? Can we, please? Can we get this over and done with now? Offside there. What are you doing offside there, Mateus Nunes? You've got the whole line in front of you. You should not be getting caught offside there. Really sloppy. Really sloppy. That first half as well, I can't forget it. The first half was good. It was good. No one's going to be talking about it. No one's going to give a shit about the first half because this second half just completely supersedes any positivity you want to talk about. That I want to talk about the first half, but I can't. I can't talk about it because this second half has just been awful. Doku. I can't believe Haaland missed that penalty. I can't believe he missed the chances. He didn't hit the target with some of the chances he did in the first half. Good ball by Gundogan into Rico, into Haaland. I mean, I don't feel like it's attitudes this time round. That's what's confused me. The players were well up for it in the first half. They were fucking... I don't think it is attitudes this time. I think it's just a genuine head loss. They lost their heads. Sporting Lisbon in the second half just came at us. And that first 5 minutes just killed us. Ball into De Bruyne, Rico Lewis to the byline. 5 minutes of injury time. What the fuck does that matter? Flag goes up now anyway. Unbelievable. Do you know what? I'm starting to think what this season's going to be. I'm going to call it right now. We're not winning anything this year. I've got a bad feeling. But you know what we are winning? The 115 court case. I feel like this is the season for that. I feel like that's what this is. I feel like we might be able to bag an FA Cup or something like that, but I feel like it's just one of them seasons that Kevin De Bruyne has crossed then, mate. Fuck me. This is these last 3 games. And it's a short window. We're talking about 3 games. It's a small amount of time. But there's been big, obvious, scary problems in those 3 games. And it had to be right after I said, don't panic. Don't panic. And I still don't think you should panic because I don't think we're going to fall apart, you know, as a football team. I still think we're going to challenge on all fronts. I don't think we're just going to disappear into oblivion, you know, for fuck's sake. Just go and have a look at United. You'll feel better immediately. You'll feel better straight away. It's the perfect tonic. It's just watch a United game and watch a highlight. Pick any game from this season. Pick any of them. And you'll feel better. But in terms of the season, I'm starting to, because I'm so confident about the 115. And it's because we've not got Gundogan leading the fucking legal case. Lord Panic is in midfield, not Gundogan. Kevin De Bruyne is doing his best to get us back into this game here, but he's got seconds to do it. Doku. Gvardiol out to De Bruyne. Shocking cross from De Bruyne again. 2 out of 2. Mate. What are we going to do? I'm absolutely dumbfounded by this. It's the 4. 3-1. Terrible. But 4-1. When's the last time Pep conceded 4? I think it was his first season, wasn't it? Away to Leicester. First season, 2016. I was there. It finished 4-2 in the end. There's no excuses. There's no excuses for conceding 4 goals. 2 of them from the penalty spot, but they were both penalties. The second one was definitely soft. Yeah, but that was a penalty. The first one was fucking thick. Really stupid. Goal kick. Just blow the fucking whistle and get this night over and done with and I get into my fucking heated blanket. Blues, I'll be doing a player ratings in the morning. Come and join me for that. I'm trying to advertise it to you, but I mean, I don't think the player ratings are going to be as harsh as they were against Bournemouth. You know, individually, I mean, I don't think there's some players on that pitch that have done okay. I think Rico Lewis has worked his socks off. And he's tried. And Kevin De Bruyne with the third cross of the game to finish off with an absolute shower of shite. Evening rather, and it's 4-1. Game over. Job done for Sporting Lisbon. Ruben Amorim getting the send-off that he wants and probably deserves, considering the spell that he's had at Sporting Lisbon. A fantastic result. Pep with a face like thunder. Yeah, this is a grim day for Manchester City. I didn't realise this would get worse. Don't forget to hit the like button, please, Blues. Yeah, please, if you could. I know there's plenty of you watching for some delicious tears, but pop a like on the stream because it helps. I don't know where we go from here. It's Brighton away. It's so bad now. Brighton away. That's terrifying. Brighton away. Spurs at home. We've already lost to them already. Feyenoord in the Champions League. Jesus Christ, surely we win that. And then it's Liverpool away. And then Forest at home, who are third. Every game all of a sudden looks just terrible. It looks so bad. I don't trust us to beat any of them. I'm hoping for something against Feyenoord, but all the other three games scare the living shit out of me. And that's football. This is what football does to you. You know, you start gathering momentum in a negative sense and you start generating bad form. The fixture list starts to look ugly, really ugly. And after Forest, it's Palace away, who is a you know, they're not playing very well at the minute, Palace, and they're not doing so high in the league, but no one wants to go to Selhurst Park. It's a horrible place to go. No one goes there and comfortably wins. And then it's Juventus away. And then United, I could just keep going. I could literally, Everton at home on Boxing Day, 26th of December, Everton at home. That's the only fixture in the next 12 that I'm like, that's a win. That's a win. Surely. You know. I don't know what to say, Blues. I'm absolutely lost. I think we need to take this on the chin. I'm really, really curious to watch the game back. I'll be watching the game back in the morning, try and get an understanding of what actually went wrong. I want to watch that first 5 minutes of the second half. What happened there? You know? Some of these players that are on the pitch that beat us today were signed by Hugo Viana. There's a little morsel of positivity for you going forward. That some of these players were signed by Hugo Viana, who is now going to be signing players for Manchester City. But I mean, come on. I'm clutching at straws there for a positive glimpse of positivity. But this is a night for Manchester United fans, sadly. They are going to be absolutely loving it. Sad little cretins. That's you as well, if my missus can hear me. You as well. She's going to kill me now. But they are sad little cretins living vicariously through fucking Sporting Lisbon. How fucking pathetic. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, no one answered me in just a quick, completely unrelated note to end the stream on. 5 players, no one answered the question, who have played for both Sporting Lisbon and Manchester City. Obviously, Mateus Nunes is one of them who's on the pitch today. Felipe Caicedo, who remembers him? Gelson Fernandez, blast from the past. Another blast from the past. Valery Bodjanov, I had no idea he played for Sporting Lisbon. And Peter Schmeichel, which is a bit of a weird one, played for the Rags as well. Aaron, good to see you, mate. Hope you're good. And it is typical City. It very much is typical City. Do you know what's current typical City, though? The newfound typical City is coming back from moments like this and winning something. Right now, I'd take any piece of silverware. You know, I'd take the FA Cup. I would take the FA Cup, but it is getting a bit concerning now because it's the 4. We were beaten, like properly beaten. 4-1. Say it again. 4-1. 1. A big battering we've received there. Ah, shit. Shit. Thanks very much for joining me in this stream. I appreciate you guys sticking around. And I'm sure some of you are just enjoying it, actually. you can all fuck off. You lot. If you're enjoying this. But, nah, mate. Nah. And you'll never hear me turn on Pep. Let's get one thing straight right now. You're never, ever, ever, ever going to hear me say Pep out. Other than just then, when I said it, which is me doing an exaggeration of someone else saying it. But there is no way we can turn on Pep Guardiola. Absolutely not a chance. No. Totally, never am I ever going to say. He could be here for 3 years for me. And only at that point would I even start considering it. 3 more years of no trophies. I'd be like, the guy just deserves to be at City. I want him there. I just want him there. We know what he can do. He has got a track record like no one else in world football. Future tense, current tense, present tense, sorry, and past tense. Nobody matches Pep Guardiola. So you're never going to hear me say Pep out. It's a ridiculous thing to get that knee-jerk with regards to Pep Guardiola. But in the same breath, it is him who needs to fix it. And we've got to trust him because he deserves our trust. He deserves it. He's earned that right to not let us become that club that turn on the manager at the blink of an eye. You know, for the sake of, and I'm in the seat where it's like, oh, it's brilliant for me. Yeah, because if I was fucking Mark Goldbridge of the United Stand or any XYZ other YouTuber that this is perfect content. Pep out. What a fucking YouTube title, thumbnail, video that would be. How many clicks would I get? But I will never fucking do it. Not a chance will I say Pep out. Because I don't give a shit about clicks when it comes at the expense of Manchester City. No fucking way. Pep Guardiola has done everything for this football club. So I'm sorry, I'm going to shut down anyone who tells me that Pep out. And I'm devious, mate. You're a big supporter of this channel and I appreciate your support, but I couldn't disagree with you more with any other manager. If you're talking about after Pep, yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's a long list of names that we could go through, but that's for another day. But in terms of this season, there is no way Pep should be considered for losing his job. Insane. You know? It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough one to take, and we have to take it. You know, this is part of football. It's what makes the winning so sweet, though. Don't forget that. That's where, this is the thing. When we walk to titles, that 100-point season, I remember the 100-point season. It was bloody brilliant, and I loved it, and I wouldn't mind walking a league again. We haven't walked it since then. But you can't take away the moments, the Gundogan set 2 goals against Aston Villa. Obviously, Foden's screamer against West Ham last season, early on in that game, going 1-0 up in like 3 or 4 minutes, while Arsenal are breathing down our necks. Arsenal breathing down our necks, that as a statement alone, it was such an exciting season. The season before, when they fell off towards the end of that season. And obviously the treble winning season as well. It's just brilliant. And with every single one of those seasons, there's been a massive moment in that season where it's been really, really difficult for City. Last season, Wolves, we lost to Newcastle. Then we had to go away to the Club World Cup while it was like we really wanted to get back to Premier League and not Carabao Cup, but Premier League action, you know, and get back to that. Last year, obviously, there was the... what I just said, sorry, the year before that, sorry, was when the treble was won. And that season, you think, well, what games actually went wrong? There were some games that went wrong. The Southampton in the Carabao Cup, that was an awful, awful game. We got battered by Southampton in the Carabao Cup. The 1-1-5 happened that year. That's what happened that year. So that was a real big blow for Manchester City fans and just the general aura of the club. And it's what made winning the treble so fucking sweet to do that following the announcement of the 1-1-5. So there's been moments where we've hit been hit hard, and it's been difficult, a really bitter pill to swallow. But it's what makes the final outcome and lifting a Premier League trophy so sweet. And if we do it now, coming back from a spell that's been so difficult to endure as a club and as a set of fans, it will be one of the sweetest. It will be. It will be so sweet, you know. And I still believe we can. I mean, individually, you know, it's just, thankfully, these results have been split over 3 competitions. You put these 3 results into the same competition, you're almost out of that competition. You are in terms of Carabao Cup, because you can't lose the game 3 times. It's knockout football, isn't it? So, yeah, you lose 3 Premier League games in a row, though. That's 9 points, mate. You're probably writing off the title at that point. Champions League, you lose 3 games in this new league format with so few games to actually win. You know, you've only got so many points to play for, you know? And yeah, you could be looking at a catastrophic season where you're out of the Champions League in the league stage. But thankfully, these results have been split. That's the tiniest silver lining to all of this mess that's appeared. 20 shots from City, 6 on target. That's got to sort that out. Got to start hitting the target. Savinho, Haaland's penalty. So many wasteful shots there. 66% possession. But I don't give a shit about that stat anymore. That stat is meaningless to us, because we get 60% every game. Doesn't matter if you're losing. What does a 60% possession do if you're not fucking getting 3 points? Who gives a shit about possession? Tough. It's a tough one to take, Blues, but we've got to take it on the chin nonetheless. Thanks for the likes, by the way. I've seen them pop up in the last couple of minutes or two. Usual heads in the chat. You're all legends, and I know we're going to be... we'll suffer together. But I tell you what, if we come back and we beat Brighton, if we go there and beat Brighton, sound like Kevin Keegan now, don't I? Tell you what, if we beat Brighton, I will love it, and I will love it. Yes, that's what I'm going to leave on the screen before I go. Thanks everybody for joining me again. Section 20, Jan, you two, Phil as well, Jeff, all of the usuals, guys. There's so many of you now, but Section 20 and Jan, you guys are always moderating the chat as best as you can, and Jeff as well, with your support over the last year has been unbelievable. I sound like I'm dying, don't I? Like, oh no, I'm gonna die soon, so it's like, do you know, I sound like I'm fucking dying. We'll turn it round. Come on, Blues. Brighton next. Player ratings in the morning. Come and join me for that. Take care. And I mean, you're not going to enjoy... I don't know why I'm going to bother telling you to enjoy the rest of your evening, because it's fucking ruined. Your evening's ruined. Mine too. See you later. Bollocks.